to the ends, and then tie off the end with a clear elastic band. Elastic band, and then I'm just going to do the same thing with the hair on the left side, creating a second rope braid, tying off the end with a clear elastic band, and then I can take both braids, wrap them in opposite directions around the base of the ponytail, and pin them in place with bobby pins. As you wrap and pin the hair, you can pull on different sections of the braid to make the bun bigger, and you just want to make sure to maintain a sense of symmetry as you're wrapping and pinning the hair. Of my part. Then I'm going to pick up a section near the part along with the scarf and divide it into 3 sections, with the scarf being the backmost section, and I'm creating a Dutch braid, so I'm going to cross the side strands under the middle strand while incorporating new sections into the braid, working down the left side of my head, around the back of my head near the nape of my neck, and then up towards my right ear. Once all of the hair is combined into the braid, then I'm just going to continue braiding the rest of the section in a regular 3-strand braid and tie off the end with a clear elastic band. Then I can lay this
as smooth and as gathered as possible. Once you've done that, you then just want to secure this with a hair tie that matches your hair color the best. I'm then going to take my tangle teaser. You can also use a comb, and I'm just teasing the underneath part of my ponytail. This is definitely going to add a lot more volume to the hairstyle and make it look really seamless. And this is the finished hairstyle. It is so easy to do, but it looks so put together, and I've been loving it.
Then I'm going to gently pull on the bottom of each twist to make them bigger, and then I'm going to pick up a new section of hair on the left and right side again underneath the previous twist, repeat the same steps, tying the 2 pieces together, flipping the tail around the elastic so both sides are twisted, and then gently pull on the bottom of the twist to make them bigger. And I'm just going to repeat those steps, working my way all the way down the hair until I've created 6 twisted sections. And then I'm just going to take my hair scarf and tie it over the very last elastic band.
And a little bit more undone and messy. So this is what the twist should somewhat look like, and then you just want to repeat the same thing to the other side. So again, I'm just twisting the first strand away from my face, the second one towards my face, and then twisting them against each other. So now that you have both of your twists, you then want to take them towards the back of the head and start to bobby pin them in place. Once I've done that, I'm taking out the clear elastic ties holding the twists together and tying both of them together so that they're...
And then I'm going to braid the right ponytail into a regular 3-strand braid, adding the hair scarf into the outside sections and tying off the bottom with a clear elastic band. And then I'm just going to braid the left ponytail into another 3-strand braid and tie off the end with a clear elastic band. Now I'm going to wrap the left braid over the top of the right braid and slide in a bobby pin, wrap the tail clockwise around the 2 ponytails, pinning it in place with more bobby pins, and then I'm going to take the right braid, wrap it clockwise around the top of the first braid, and pin down the edges with more bobby pins.
So taking quite a larger chunk towards the back of my head at the top. We're now going to start braiding this very loosely into a very regular braid. I mean, I'm sure most of you guys know how to do this, but if you don't, I will leave some links down below in the description for some hair tutorials that I have done in the past, so I hope you guys will find that helpful. Now, once your braid is secured, you then basically just want to pull on it a little bit and make it a little bit more volumized, a little bit more undone and messy.
And the braid that are right next to the braid for the first 3 stitches of the braid. And then on the 4th stitch, I'm going to bring in sections from along my hairline. And then I'm going to do 3 more stitches of a regular braid without adding in any new hair. And then go back over the braid, pulling on the edges to make it bigger. And then I'm going to tie off the bottom with a clear elastic band. Then I'm going to take my hair scarf and with an elastic band already wrapped over the middle of the scarf, I'm going to tie this to the end of the braid and then tie the hair scarf in a knot.
Once you have done that, make sure you secure it with a clear elastic tie at the end and basically pull this apart a little bit. You guys probably know the drill by now. I love to pull apart my braids to make them a bit more volumized. And once you've done that, you then just want to repeat the same thing to the left-hand side. So now that you've got your two braids, you then just want to take them to the back of the head and pin the first one across the head at the back.
Hit the bubble of the ponytail. And then I'm going to wrap a small piece of hair around the elastic and pin it underneath with the bobby pin to hide it. And then I'm just going to repeat those steps twice more to create 2 more bubbles in the ponytail. And then I'm just going to tie a hair scarf around the hairband at the top of the ponytail.
Take the right hand strand and basically run this along the back of the head to the left hand side of the ponytail, loop it under the ponytail, and then across underneath that hair strand that we just placed there. Again, this is a little bit tricky, but once you get the hang of it, it is so easy to do. To make this a lot easier, you want to make sure that you leave enough slack in the hair so that you can actually loop your fingers underneath that strand. And once that's done, you want to repeat the same thing to the other side, and this just